the big stage. Here it is, though. It's slowed down gen.g to a crawl. Lakia in through the back of the site, though, and there's the response, the return of firepower. Zelsis left to pick up those pieces, but already a site has been gained and granted. Shock dart kills 2 versus 2.
And now, as gen.g have to return to grab this spike, Zeken's gone to make the play, wrapping all the way around. He's got a Sheriff favored for long-range fights.
Walking wide, now the dart finally ready, clearing it. At least onto one position here, but time's starting to work and tick against them. A face from all of them. On top now, Sassy versus Lakia, and they're all players. Now a chance to really knock them down, and deep. Now there's a flash play here with a util. Kill's happening on multiple sections here with Mita falling down.
The push down holes,
yeah.
Push down holes.
Trying to squeeze them now with the drone close quarters. Combat might be in order, but again, there's that long sight line, and team's finally coming through with the right clicks. Finally, left clicks getting it done. Shock dart's pulled down, maybe a bit frantic. Wouldn't this be something here? And he's going to be hearing it. Again, the rumble of the footsteps. He tries to take the timing just before anybody was set up for it, and they run him down. All grouped up now, 3 players. Munchkin taking that forward angle. What could have been a possibility now is just looking just more unlikely.
Zelsis with the Outlaw. Everybody dies in a single shot, but it's a 1v3.
He's already been spotted out. Beautiful work. Starting to hit into this side, but John QT is going to be sitting side by with his rifle. Might have to try and put a stop to this one, but it's difficult. A lot of adversaries to try and overcome here. Still not showing his hand. Dart. Potential there to set that one up, but finally a few shots fired, and Rattle Texture's been creeping and crawling up onto the angle. Finally Dan releases it. The trigger straight to the dome there. Sassy dropping into the back of the site. 2 left standing here for Sentinels. Disadvantaged position. Gotta watch that one though. ADS second. And that's 8 seconds left. A round-winning play perhaps, but now a safe plan position for Meteor, tucked right behind the pillar. We'll be able to get the extension into the round, but can he survive the 1v2? Already through, and second! TP with a gate crash, not going to be baited out from that one still. Lakia's also getting a move on through halls. Could be that late lurk play in that position. Meteor going to be cleaned up there with the trade still. A tap. No one forced out wide. Lakia though gaining that kill and closing the door in front of him. Neural theft. Giving the info. Texture. Now the emphasis placed on him. A dash to the side here, but a pull on line, not half, onto the spike. Could be a big difference maker. Could be a massive one in fact. gen.g have got them surrounded on almost every single front right now, picking them apart, the threads unraveling, leave it at just John QT, but again, the time ticking away. It's just far too late for it. gen.g find themselves up nice and easy.
The Jet and the Yoru, very difficult to deny, especially when you have so many smokes online. That pit did not cover the spike.
Oh, and a lot of respect as well being showcased as well to a weaker bite of Sentinels, but second. See what damage he can do here, still with the rifle in his hand. They found the first one, but again, a lot to get through. Murky territory, a blight onto the B site with that pit, but they really wrangled control of this one. They found Charon, but again, Munchkin is the player that needs to fall to really stand a chance into this one. Yes, it doesn't cover it. Texture alive and kicking, working his way around, but he's being found. Sassy drops him, and one player left to stand as Lakia crouched, cowering, fear in his heart. He cannot face them. Out through tunnel.
Tens has got to be careful here not to overflank. He just needs to play to contain. He grabs one,
no
grabs
way.
2.
And the heads will roll before that space gains. And guess what? gen.g just sent rattling now all the way, man! The movement looking clean with it. Texture's got something to say still. Only 1 blade left. Rest of them finding it into the back wall, but there's the refresh and shut down. Traded time. We'll be able to get it here, but Sentinel surely don't let this one slip. A 1v3.
Charon, though, is going to be able to reposition slightly, and Tens is weak.
Really weak. He's got so wide. Zelsis needs to be ready. Charon! The movement impeccable, the aim on top. 2 chance, Cloudburst, and straight up into the air. Zekken diffusing, drops down, fight taken out. He's gonna have a hell of a lot to deal with here. Drone gets all the info he's looking for, possibly seeing multiple targets. Now the Hunter's Fury of his own. That is gonna be let rip, and look at the targets! They just cleave right through them.
What a perfect counter to what gen.g were going for. Immaculate stuff from Sen. And gen.g are just going to go for a save here. Off-site post-plants, buy time for post-plant lurks to come through, and this is the game plan for gen.g. Sen are not in a position to play this quickly. They have to clear so many areas and then put pressure so deep to punish Charon and Munchkin.
Already the lineup sailing across. Dart not quite broken. Reveal onto multitudes of targets. Again, this all causing issues, and it is too much to overcome, too much to clear. Ults are being rattled off here. Texture from the high ground, eventually traded, and now the flash, pop flash, round the corner, Tens, it was all dodge. Meteor! Massive play! Second sticking inside the cage, broken! A dynamic duo, been making waves. See if they can do any damage, at least focusing on that. That was a potential reclear being called there by Sen, and it does just go even.
And no flash peek being used there, so that was just a dry double swing. 1 for 1. And Munchkin's wall not going to be available to them if they hit A, so that puts more pressure on Karon now. But he still has the ult to be able to work with, so not a major problem for GenG.
Aggressive TenZ is holding this.
If they can play in front of the Cosmic Divide, oh, Sassy goes down.
Head ripped clean off, dart through into the back Cosmic Divide. Gives him the perfect exit strategy here. Pop flash through, but Texture, he was aware of it. Facing away, or at least dodging it. And any chances for Sentinels into this round crumbled once more before our eyes. Get thrown, just spotting out these trips. Kill trick lucky. Oh. Wait a second, John QT is there onto the angle in time. Gets the punish onto Lakia. Karon, a chance really for him to clean up, but no, the crosshair placement just wasn't expecting that one. The deep contact play and push out from Sentinels. One of the first times it feels like they're in a really advantaged situation.
Yeah, definitely. They're realizing the fact that Karon and Munchkin are going to be playing in very passive positions. They found them both. They even isolate Munchkin, who's so far away. And yes, this has taken a lot of time, but it's set them up in a great situation to win the round.
Chance of playing the lineups anymore for Munchkin. Meteor, Texture have to go absolutely massive, but he instantaneous there with the trade and shut down in time. Losing it, they did miss second. Hello, spots it. Up in the air, it's all about the reactions. Follow through there, just a clone, but a shorty. Defending the area and teammates flooding back in. All to his avail. Munchkin, though, has managed to get himself a gap into the A site, but the spike has been dropped down into the center of the mid, and it's all down to the individual plays. You can see Karon also thinking about the same thing here, and Munchkin. Full territory gain down into mid for Sen, but they need to keep their eye on almost every single angle here, and guess what? Plenty of backs facing away from them! Karon! It's majestic! And just like that, turned away, ripped away. What should have been a slam dunk, Sen left looking in every possible direction, barely able to get it.
Baited into defensive aggression.
Now the drone, at least should trigger that reaction with the knife. Down, cancels it! Reactions there from Zekken, repositions there with a dash, but might want another go. I think still with the door opened wide, he realizes it is back. He's open to 2 different directions, and he's really got to try and watch this one here, at least get some help from the rest of his team. GenG are moving into the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, they're going towards Zelsis, who's reinforced with John QT's utility.
The players haven't budged, snared into space. Zelsis hearing that one broken, now wants to take the fight to him. Out wide, onto the wall here, Karon. He's worked and wiggled his way into the back of the side again. Back to it, reload! Oh my! 7 seconds left with the spike drop down. Sentinel surely a favourite, and yes, indeed they are. No chances here in the final round of this first half. It's locked down into the corner position. Guess what, Zekken punishing the rotation! And 3 heads roll. Down and out here, Karon blinded as anything. Cannot win his fight out. Zekken, they're chanting for it. You can feel it, the roar of the crowd behind him. And he knows what they want.
TenZ spots him.
Munchkin spotted. Ow! Wow! Face early on, John surely hearing this one now, facing him, but it's too much to overcome there. So with that Sheriff, and again, a bit of stray damage through TenZ. Just to try and at least lock this one down into the side of the smoke. Oh, but they have found him. Right-click bundled diff, apparently so. 3 players still left to stand here for Meteor. Find that one, maybe could be a chance, but it does go down in the end. Traded with the nade, flushed out wide, and found in the end. There it is. Gonna be able to play anti towards that one, and everybody playing inside this cloud burst, not expecting him. He pounces up, already just locks that one down. These Sentinel players are left scrambling and wondering exactly where these players are coming from. Texture now with the dash. Smoke to play in for TenZ here, but how do you really overcome this? You just can't. It's just raw mechanical prowess.
They know that Zelsis does not have the orb on the spike. They can see that over towards mid. So he's probably not playing post plants, probably on site with TenZ.
All up. Reclear. Just feeling unsafe, but they do take control of main once more. They can play this post plant from this position still. Smokes are available. Black, at least Karon puts that one up, but a kill found still. It's down to just TenZ.
He's got to do it all.
Does have a nade, but still he's got to deal with this. And what a play to make. Texture so damn aware, but there's the shot still. Will the nade land in time? Lakia's sticking, half, spam, damage! He's just about got it! Where the hell are these players landing with only 40 seconds left? Time could start to become a problem, but Texture, he was the real danger in this round, at least with those knives, and with him shut down, now it opens wide, but Munchkin immediately there. No command sent flying, Bucky Gaming! Lakia dropping 10 straight down to it. Removes him from the fight, A-main control. Granted and gained, tucks it up and doubles up. Now with the drone over, an attempt to punish. Karon running and gunning. Zelsis time, 12 seconds left. He needs to find this kill, but the rifle has been handed over, and so is the spike. John QT, head on a swivel. Too much to deal with, too much to overcome. Now wide here with a dimensional drift. He was hoping for a chance to really get that punish onto Sassy, but it's all cancelled in time, and now the rest of his team flooding in. Munchkin spots it, just the shoulder, and finally the kill. Straight to the dome, a wider peak indeed, but this is going to be face down and sprayed through entirely. Tens finally deals with him. The pesky intruder to a site that should have been theirs. And Lakia is out wide, firing that util. A pull already going to be used and utilized, but 3 players left standing now for GenG. Meteor already in position. A 1v2 for Zelsis. Doesn't know where they are. Wall up, reposition spots. Karon, splash, blinded himself. Second. It's all about the reactions, but Texture, of course, he's favored. On LAN, already in position. It's all on Zekken. Zelsis seeking to just sow that chaos and discord into the map, at least with the pit laid down. GenG, I feel it really imperative to try and clear this one, but they're already just losing players. Sentinels toppling like flies. Tens, he has worked his way deep. Gate crash now into the back of the site, so Meteor's going to be rejoining his team, and they have reinforced that area with 20 seconds left. What is the call? Jumping away and on high, but still they're surrounded with this pit. How did they even get themselves into the site? It's 12 seconds. Time working against them again. Lakia to play, to do the most. Spoiler, there it is. Finally spraying them through with 5 seconds down. No chance of sticking. I don't believe there's any time, and even if there was, Lakia could have absolutely... Cage to cover their cross as well, looking to try and split themselves into B. Now there are players here, great dash forwards with that flash. It's all combined and calculated. Munchkin layers it down now with the pits. Dropping down in this position. He's already found Zelsis. Where's the follow-up? Where's the follow-through? It's not there. Karon, the supportive util, the smoke to just prop it up and divide up the entirety of the site. And now a tasty morsel has been claimed with the spike drop down. The advantage again, rolling its way to GenG. It's Sentinels that are forced to react.
Unbelievable play from Munchkin. How he's got the awareness and the composure to do that boggles the mind.
Here.
This is an almost impossible spot that Zekken and John find themselves in.
GenG are not giving him anything. Diligence off the charts here.
No crumbs.
Slight jiggles onto the angle, never overextending. 30 seconds remaining.
Left.
Texture. Stray shot fired here, potentially just catching a glimpse. Opens wide again, John QT, that was his only chance, but
there goes the op.
Is there, op down, still 18 left, and they have to deal with Munchkin. Smoke down, grabbed and out, dash forwards, but Munchkin again, they weren't expecting it, right?
He's not thinking about it.
Not thinking about it at all. Lakia, punishment is there in place, over the top with the knives, dodging, dashing, and away, but 1 blade left. And for Zekken, needs that rejuvenation, he's got it, but instantly again, Karon. The trade is there. Fundamentals off the bloody chart for GenG, and this is it, surely, with the map pushed into the positions, already there. Clone revealed the position, flash through into the box. Sassy's out wide and alone. Scared for his life, too much to deal with, indeed.
That's where Tens and Zekken both are.
They are rapid onto the corner here. White face, 3 players though left to fight them. Tens hightailing it out of there. Backs away. There's a smoke drop down at his feet as well, just to cover that retreat. Bit of damage. It has slowed them down. They realize Showers is open. The reposition out into the back of the site. Dizzy up and away. Broken in place. Sassy, good kill. Wingman with the swing. They are absolutely running over these GenG players. There's the fast TP and a wrap around. Shut down. Roaming around here, looking for those openings. Here's Meteor. Talk this guy up, bigged him up for good reason. His mechanical ability's off the chart and he can just solo open things up. Cool, calm and collected with the aim. Has to really steady the hand now through and out into the site. And they have dropped the players for assaulting the positions.
30 seconds
Karon
left.
spotted. Tens holding position, just waiting for these reinforcements to come through. And it's looking fairly clean. Nicely done.
Gander now seriously at this bonus round as a call being made fast. Look at that Stimmy. Tens following it through all the way into Lamps. Stunned up. There was that connection and they are just running and gunning. Karon didn't stand a chance. A second go of things now. Dizzy. There's some value. Blinded up, but at least Lakia can stand his ground. Rooted into place with 40 seconds left. Time Not too much of a problem just yet, as long as they do slow it down and pick off these remaining players around. Sassy, back at the site, Ghost winning it, but now just facing all together.
30 seconds
Second
left.
realizing it, backs himself away now, up towards heaven.
Lakia has to plant here with 3 HP. Zekken has a nade. Is he going to be able to get into position to deny this?
Opened himself super wide, but he takes the risk, actually just goes for the wider swing, and Lakia, yes, he does go down. Straight bit of damage, 140 to the chest, and Texture. They should know the timing for it, but it's going down. Flash through and out. There it is. Meteor falls, deleted. Lakia.
How has he done that?
Away, I'm not too sure. Jumping up and hopping up. That was a Trailblazer kill that I just saw filling up the feed, but the spike dropped down. Texture will seek to reclaim this one, and all this action has happened with still a minute left on the clock.
What is Munchkin's call here? Zelsis is still waiting over by Showers, expecting them to use that teleport, because Sentinels have lost B long control. Love the play from Sassy and Tens. Going for a fake B long re-clear and then a real one afterwards with the wingman. But it still left things in an even scenario. This is still looking like they could take the teleporter, but Munchkin's getting into more and more of a committed position.
30 seconds
Slowly
left.
now assuming correct positions, like they want to try and exec themselves into this site. Here it is. Munchkin has a snake bite, we'll send it flying. That's just to block off that CT exit and entrance. Still the face, and the fight is called. Munchkin, a lot more left to do now here with only a few seconds left. Removes the Seeker, it was pesky in his face, a bit of a problem, but again, time against him. And with the spike in the middle of nowhere.
No time.
He's the one to watch for here, and look at that Texture. I mean, insane awareness, shots fired and rattled, but there it is, Zelsis returning. Few of his own, the spam battle one out, or at least evened out.
Evened out, and Munchkin is looking to try to take this timing down short. He's posted himself in an aggressive position. Second and Tens want to re-clear.
Oh, theft. Molly was sent flying.
Oh, they missed it!
Oh, he missed it! Still walking into the Molly. How are GenG finding all of these kills are onto the A side already?
That is ridiculous! I thought Tens and Zekken had the awareness that Munchkin was there, and Zekken, he ends up getting caught as well, so giving away his positioning. He's going to have to pull out heroics to get this. It's looking awesome for GenG.
Yep, doesn't do anything there. GenG doubled up. Almost every position accounted for. Sentinels. Yeah, decisions be made for them. Backing away from this one. Keep it flowing. Face now out wide. Munchkin. Great awareness and even better aim. That's 3. Drop down a red, filling up the feed. Sassy, yeah, of course he returned the fire, but guns being reclaimed out in the open. No chance left here, so GenG, all but certain now going to be that third round. John, happy to do a bit of that damage, but yeah, guess what, Meteor, he's not. Nade off the Dizzy's contact and a fight as well out into the open. Ken's the one who's going to be coming up on top. Seekers here, out. A little bit of chaos now strewn really into the mix here, with the orbital strike was committed. No kill from that one though, and GenG wounded. Be limping themselves away now back over towards that A site.
They know that Zelsis took the teleporter, so they know that there's a Brimstone around there with ult to be able to deny the plant. So this isn't a round where GenG can just try to fight quickly. They actually smoked off the teleporter at the very beginning of the round as they took sand control, expecting a crunch from Sen. Instead, it was that double up under Hookah that did the damage and put GenG in this spot.
This mid-rounder by Munchkin, called to just contact all the way in, has done them wonders. Still, they do have to worry about that ult, and there it is. Sent flying out to the back of the site. Lakia, pop flash play, out and collected! All sorts of kills and damage, but the wide face of Zelsis, beautiful with the movement. He glides and saves the day. Leaves it down to that 1v2, still with the pit up. Munchkin, plenty of options left here. Is he going to be aware of this? Potentially. Keeps the pit up. Tap.
He actually might be able to tap here and use the teleporter even, but he's looking to try to take the fight instead.
Trying to make a play. Every angle needs to be watched for.
Dominance on the entry, coming straight down mid.
No direct hit.
He got rocked.
Straight to the back wall. Yep, it's second. Comes out on top in that one here. Nade will get sent flying. Players seeking to try and plug up that gap as well. You can see them. GenG trying to swarm that position. Mosh pit does relieve that pressure, but okay, Meteor still alive and has dropped him down. Now the showstopper. Earns up and a bound. Zekken eventually claiming the kill, just using a gun this time. Here it is into the site. It's Meteor. He splits it up.
He's distracting. He's pulling 3 players over towards A. Munchkin, though, instead of rotating, decides to reinforce his player, who's in a deep position. But this crossfire looks impossible to break.
How do you break it? You just can't, surely.
Well, they're worried about a B lurk, so this might break it themselves.
No way. And
they don't swing.
The trade's late, the swing's late. Meteor, he's gone for seconds, you greedy, greedy boy. But spam down at a triple point, and now there's the call. Finally, a TP by Munchkin. Gives the indicator again, but Sentinels left worried. They've made the right read onto this one.
They have. If they double swing at the same time, they're going to be able to catch Meteor. Do they predict it?
Discipline, the diligence. Meteor can't land his shot. Still 30 seconds left. And again, it's a wrap around, the ring around the roses, straight through to TP. Munchkin, though, will be met or placed. It's going to be blocking them off, at least from being able to flood themselves back into it. But he actually didn't activate the orb.
And he didn't throw the snake bite either.
Bit of a misplay potentially, but now finally out into the open. A few bullets to pay for the price of that one, still alive.
Sen was so worried that Munchkin was fake tapping there that they didn't even get into backside in time. So now Munchkin's snakebite with the orb completely locks them off. They are worried, where could Munchkin be right now?
There's that misinformation strewn into the round. Now Munchkin has a snakebite. Can play it as the first point here. Sassy just sticking, holding with faith in his teammate right behind him, and you can feel it all the way through.
Yeah. This could just be Zekken in a one and done. And everyone is here, all four players for GenG grouped up.
Dogs contact.
Either going to be amazing or terrible for Sentinels.
Thrash being held for the Trailblazer. Here it is, sent flying, but it's it's a little bit late. It's the late second. Needs to get out of entertainment. Right on time, Kieran. Oh, he's barely crawling away there. Death's door, but he will survive into this round. And guess where Meteor is? Go and walkabouts once more.
He made a noise.
So damn good at trying to play the map into this fashion. But yes, he did make a noise. And now the Seeker's being used. It will point him towards him. Has to break it. Drops down the cage. Direction. GenG turning in and facing over towards the B side. And again, Sentinels will be running and following them fast on them, hot onto the heels. Inside the smoke. Meteor dominates the angle and dominates the space of his own neural theft down. GenG stand a chance and more. The decision to be made. They fight into the back of the site. And it is going beautifully for them.
Spike planted.
The pace from GenG is just far too much for Sentinels to deal with.
Nade, almost a punishment on it. Kieran gets out alive. Heal on line 2, so he will be topped all the way back up.
And this is where the Judge and the Stinger don't look so good anymore.
The post-plan position is immaculate. Munchkin playing a deep angle into showers, even just Lackey with the late rotate now doubled up with him. Too much to deal with here for Sentinels, surely. They'd have to just some absolute miracle shots, and they're already setting up and gearing up for it now. Out wide again, but guess what? Yeah, Meteor is too fast onto the approach. Inside the smokes, inside every possible option that could have been there for Sentinels, and Zekken, the only thing he's focused on his mind is trying to get action of territory. But Meteor just seems so damn aware of it, he is. Hunts him down, sniffs him out.
Brutal situation for Sen to be in. This site's so difficult to retake Lakia. Oh, body block there for a moment.
Surely no chances though with the gun advantage for GenG. They are just cross-fired up out the wazoo, making sure that they can beam down anybody who tries to step past that mark.
Zekken will take the death to be able to, oh, the kill, sure, to be able to get his ult online for the next round. But it's just all focus on round 12 here. Oh, and they're just playing.
Eager for the fight, eager for it indeed, and there it is. The first punish online. I mean, operators across the field. It's Kieran just plucking tens out of the picture.
And that reaction trying to set up the showers crunch where Zekken could re-ult back onto Meteor. Didn't realize Meteor had already left. They'd read the play and punished the reaction.
Hiding inside the smoke, doubled up now. They want to flood back into this one, trying to catch that timing, and here it is. Doubled up high-low, Sentinels. This might be the right read for them, but Lakia is brute forced and barrel through Sassy. So damn fancy. Might have brought them a window of opportunity, a chance, very narrowly. Nade rebounds, but not enough to stop this one, and Zekken still has the rocket showstopper available. Pit now going to be dropped down here with the rocket to clear through and out over the top. It's lifeless. Baron in nature, but he snipes him anyway. Expected a position, Sentinels claiming the 6.
More success here in a grand finals.
Potential off the charge, but Sentinels, this is a great charge out wide and open. Look at the molly, the damage all combined and collected. Growled into it. GenG obviously favored. He's got the spike and he's in their spawn.
It's a weird one.
It is a really strange one.
Actually, if Karen ends up going down, although I don't see how he possibly could.
Not with the judge, surely not.
But the A site would be open. There is simply no way.
Just understands the timings inherently.
All left on Zekken.
They knew his backside. Call being made from his teammate. Zekken earns himself a plant at least here.
And these are just the consequences of GenG winning a beautiful
Body a wingman. Orbs picked and placed back up. Plant down here for Sentinels. It's all about how he gets played into the post. But Meteor, he was spotted out. Wide into the smoke. Nade flushing him into the back of the side. He is down and low, but hopefully a heal online. Potentially there still. Need to hold down onto this ground here for Sentinels. In through lamps. And GenG, they are methodical in the nature, the way that they approach a lot of these retake situations. It all comes down to the minutiae. These tiny little details. Flooding now. Front of the site. Shots found and kills finally online.
The defuse.
Team and the defuse. Karon half already. Has he bought them time enough potentially for GenG here with 2 players left? Lakia, the orb, at least there, another kill, found and out and defended. Too much util, the dog doesn't clear him, but he does break it anyway. Kill trip, lands a shot. Good adjustment in the end, but Tense does return that fire. Now flash blinded, Texture still only for a moment. Sen's blind and 8, now there's 45 seconds here for Sen. Collect yourself and cool down your senses, enough for potential pivot to a different area, but they've committed the smokes. They want to know what his last play is. That Texture, what is that? Pulling away. Trip's still not dealt with. Lighting these players up. Yet John QT is right there again. TP
left.
through. That was only Zelsis. What is the call to be made? Bonus from GenG finally full committal, but they're going to be walking again into Munchkin. Never losing his ground here, always holding on to this space, and now Meteor doubled up crosshair setup. This could be nasty. This could be brutal. Obliterated. GenG. Meteor. Oh, Meteor. Oh, what a snap to the side. Must the wrist breaker there from Sassy, and hello. What a time to come alive here for Sentinels. Much needed, much anticipated now. Texture trying to dodge and juke that timing here. Entertainment onto Lakia. Gaps to be played within. Sentinels cannot let this one slip, not after losing previous gun round, not after losing most of the scenarios where they had that advantage. Thrash off that tap. Satchel over the top here and a seek to punish. There it is. Texture, last one left, last one alive through the box. Nade earned again, but tucked, hiding away from the position. It's Sentinels trying to play this one just with a little bit of intelligence. And John gets that information. He left here, Mosh Pit sent flying over the top now as well. Trying to take the space. It's only 10 and he's left alone to his own devices. So for the rest of his team here with only 25 seconds. That's a spike drop down on top of it. It needs to be heroics and it needs to be masterful play at that. Munchkin almost going down to the stray Satchel, but it matters not. Overwhelming aggression from GenG. Full lockdown in approach and play. And seconds dwindling down to nothing. It's GenG up to 10. Second showstopper. Loose here was vulnerable, but up close to the corner to clear. Lakia! Blinded! What? Found what? Snaps it! Sentinels. They found an advantage, but it's about converting it now into a round win.
And they've got an inkling that there's a ton of players here stacking the site, but they're not fast enough to pull the trigger and go for the rotate through the teleport, which would have been a play to open up the A site for a free plant. They found themselves that player advantage, and now GenG, with the players stacked, looking to re-explore.
Oh man, look at this call to contact re-clear. Are they going to be ready with the rightful play? It needs to be online. It is Sentinels. He's going to be broken. No, they concealed it correctly, but it does catch on the second. So the plan is online. 4v4 though. A must win for Sentinels. Must win indeed.
The flank.
Fast wrap around, flanks on, flanks Lakia, punished for it. At least recognizing Sen, the weaknesses of their own compositions, but it's immediately answered and evened back out.
Celsius got ult.
So, advantage now for GenG here with the ult. Here's the first tap, but he's waiting for the second point. Karen's fast onto him. Karen's fast onto him. Already approaching and expecting that position, and he just has to let it rip anyway before anybody even taps. GenG so fast with the moves, yet Sentinels shut it down. Lakia now eager for this orb, looking him one away from the ultimate, but again, might just earn it himself. He does, with him dropping, sent to the spectator seat. He's gonna have to sit on the sidelines and really fester and wonder about what went wrong there. Now it is explosive. Second through and out to the elbow position, spraying down Texture. This is explosive into the back of the side. They try and stand their ground, but they can't hold a candle. Finally planting, elbow control for them. On top of that, it's Hookah.
They didn't plant though. They're still getting it down now, and GenG are taking elbow control in the meantime.
It might work against them because it has cut off these angles, and the core made to contact works out beautifully. Thrash through with the flash as well. On top of it, it comes down to how can they win these kills out? Second, as the Wrangler Beast that is his rifle lit up like beacons, but
Celsius has just used all 3 of his smokes, one, I believe, to drop off Hookah, so they've got to commit while these smokes are up.
fine with a trip get any value, it's just over and above the top of it here. Second satchel now to see the ball position with Meteor down. Really no more danger. Sentinels, they are steady as anything here. They can feel it on the precipice of getting that 12th round here. A critical map in the juncture that is this series.
Texture and Munchkin really with no chances in the round. Though Sassy looks to take the fight instead of relying on the double up.
Zelsis, safe pair of hands there. Rifle in them.
That he just feeds the info his team needs. And what a call this is.
Gets the hell out, 30 seconds. This is going to be a full committal. Straight into the moor, out wide. They're not expecting it. GenG players holding their ground, rooted and snared into place, but they're willing to just fight tooth and nail. Spike dropped down, Molly's at the feet. Nobody can advance, nobody can step over the line. There's gonna have to be those shots, gonna have to be that firepower. But again, is it enough? Is it enough? Initially, it's up to Lakia. Hold it down and stand as
The
ground.
short players!
Away the short players, and Lakia comes up huge. You're joking. Getting away with murder. Not only the trips, got to worry about Charon's ult, delaying, denying. Meteor himself as well, he's just tucked. Safe position. But out wide, there won't be any punish onto these trips, but they're not going to walk into it anyway. It's just concealed, but that TP through Munchkin.
They just know.
He's just got to read. I mean, they just know now with the camera,
left.
spotted it all. And look at that, Charon sends it and splits them up. For OT, all the way here, GenG not going to be denied it at all. John QT dropping to the floor. It's an off angle at that.
I just don't see how Munchkin clears this.
Yeah, an ADS. Spoils it for Munchkin here, tens.
It's weird though, because they don't know where GenG are. They could be all the way up heaven, all sorts of spots.
It's going to cause the push out here by Sentinels, meeting them right into texture, but he wasn't waiting for it. As a trade attempt by Charon, he will fall too. Everybody topples, Sentinels.
Finds that timing before the utility's used perfectly. This is going to get scrappy though, because they want to fight over the spike. They're not content with just playing the numbers advantage.
He is willing to join them, but he has cut off that angle here with the Trailblazer. Not broken
Weird.
down. Is he actually going to be stunned up? Bullets raining through. TP core texture is right there, fast in it. Here's the reinforcements. Here's the whole bloody team. Everybody joining the fight and the fray. Fast rotation. Stimmy. Evacuation.
That's an amazing read by Sentinels. They know that all 3 players are there, and this is a race that Sen have won. Rare for them to be able to beat the defensive rotates, but
wait a moment.
a rare mistake as well from GenG. They
Here
haven't got
it
the
is.
plant down.
Sassy hears the noise cues, but he just pre-fires and guesses incorrectly. The gamble not paying off still. Not willing to give up that space, but finally here, Mazaus is out in the open still. The kill found, 2v2, running and gunning to just retreat and cover that section. Now the defuse, Meteor sticking all the way. Sprayed down, have earned, but that will be it. Now steps going to be made with the alarm bot broken. Here it is, the flurry and rush from the Sentinels players. They
Celsius
have
has
to really
flash.
back them up. He does have the flash. Paranoia goes wide and does not connect onto the necessary target, and that is second still with that dash. Spraying away, quite praying as well. It's all Sentinels.
Spike down, defender
Collecting and
spawn.
colliding. Only 2 left to stand here for GenG, Munchkin, Lakia. Side by side. Now, there is damage done, but the door has been broken into their face, and we've only 12 seconds left. Spike, drop down and spawn on top of it. You have to make a good go of this if you are GenG, but you have to take liberties. How's he got away with that then? Time? 4 seconds, barely enough, but now broken in place. Seeing how that made manifest. Will there be a continuation into the series? Yet to be seen. Now GenG looking to just take control, maybe get an orb if they can, but they're really just being fought over this every step of the way.
Yeah, mowed down. Not really funneling the ult orbs into the players that would want them most. That's a silver lining to what has otherwise been a very simple round so far. Trying to bait out the second shot so they could punish.
Good movement.
But second with the ghost as well.
Yeah, they have been clean with it in the past. Texture wants to take the fight there, but caught out in the open with the Paranoia tight into these positions, being flooded and swarmed. Not enough with the bullets to spray them down. Reflank attempt now in through it. Tens, he spots it, but doesn't expect the second player. Still, Celsius not being able to stick that defuse. He can't even get second onto it, and the damage has been done to all of them. Sassy has to really stick this one and pray for his life. Not enough. Twice about it, I think, off the back of all that noise that GenG are making. Open for a bit of a tussle here. Now the drone does tag. Will there be any danger for Tens inside the position? This time Texture aware of it, flash through around the back as well, but he can't quite land the second one, at least his teammates can. Lakia cleaning up duty for him and now retaking with the operator. Second, a stray shot. A gamble in that position.
Spike planted.
Oh! Ridiculous. I think this is one of the situations where you just need to save the op and Odin. Yeah. Get out of there.
4 players waiting. Zekken, too much to account for here. Wow, still gets out and still has a dash as well. In fact, is he going to use it? Yes, opts for it. Can't hit it with the readjustment there. Still, now he nails it. Body's hitting the wall. Texture though, he's so rapid. Look at this guy. He's all the way up into heaven, but he is going to be shut down in the end. GenG, good awareness from that one. It's about trying to keep up with the tempo. Can't let GenG run all over you. Lakia, sole survivor. 1 shot left for Zekken. Shot dance, pushes him out.
Great punish.
A lot more to do. He wants to make a go of it.
Lucky it has been astoundingly clutch, but he's not going to get anything this time. That's amazing though, playing with that. Oh, and look at this, Caron. So deep.
Oh, through, and he gets the punish there onto Celsius, looking for that information inside the smoke. One of his own making. Drone clears through, and now he can just retreat back into the site tucked. What a play by GenG.
Incredible from both of those players, Texture and Caron. Now Sen got more than they bargained with. Gonna play a disadvantage retake.
And they got an off. Very difficult.
Nothing to write home about here.
No, GenG should really be in an advantage position, yet Texture goes down. Close quarters action for Meteor. Action indeed, but he does go down to the follow-through, spray-through of Sassy, anticipating it. The reflank now, just to re-clear into mid, and now regrouping up here for Sentinels. Damage done, but so is still on the opposite side, Zekken. You respond with that one. Need to deal with these players though. Anchoring, tucked, close Caron, he's gone. Lakia, Hunter's Fury available. Indecisive though in terms of how he wants to play this one. Sassy's just sticking this, and it is watched.
Based off a flash that Munchkin threw over towards A, are they expecting this on B?
There's Nana swarms.
Looking at the minimap.
What the hell is going on here? Still, the adjustments there with the flick of the wrist, and GenG again left scrambling.
There's 15 seconds left and they don't want to survive.
Don't want to keep these into the next round. I mean, Texture's got nothing. You don't keep the blade, so you don't keep the ults. Flash, pop through round and aside here, spamming and spraying. A reload, no punish. 5 seconds left. Plant online, maybe enough. Maybe enough. It's going to be going down to the wire. And they do get that continuation, and Meteor gets the kills. Added concatenation, man. Round to the back, it's watched for. Texture will get shut down, and flanks on flanks need to be managed. Paranoia now. Doesn't break the door down, but both players blinded. That is perfection, immaculate placement. Meteor with 32 health, and nothing but dreams will be fading.
But look at the lockdown positioning. It's a nice mid and market. It's so good for keeping control of side. Caron dies, but he'd already stuck that plant.
Zekken will get detained, will slow them down just a tad here with the plant down. A potential difference making. Look at Lakia's position. Again, he's got that Hunter's Fury. He's going to be waiting for the right time to strike. Same with Meteor. Takes up that space, but he was blind as anything. And GenG, a little bit delayed, but eventually getting that trade. Hunter's Fury now is being used proactively. 2 tags, no kills though. Damage being done. The back side players, they need to be dealt with. Up and through with the flash. Texture putting them down side by side. Tens will follow through. Time has run out entirely. And another's been bought here with all of these. The play move over towards Cat here. It's going to be called out. At least it should be that awareness. Double tap. They can't hit it. No way. No way. Tens. My God, man. And the follow-up, the backup arriving in the form of an ultimate. Couldn't have been better.
You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. They just whiffed on him for a moment, and he readjusted his aim and took down 2. He looked completely caught there. The game plan worked for GenG, it's just... they just couldn't land the shots in the moment. 2v3 though, and we've certainly seen GenG pull out rounds like this before, especially when Sen lose info around the map. You know, Caron could be in a position here where he just shoots them all in the back.
Yeah, reminiscent of Breeze. There was multiple scenarios where Sentinels They threw away those player advantage situations because they didn't know where
Down here.
the enemies were, and now with the plant down.
Yeah, do they go for the ult? If you ult, you kind of have to just sit there and defend it.
Down on line, that's what they were waiting for. Here's a lockdown, pushing the players out wide. Caron,
You have
now
to
going to be
defend
forced
this.
to make a play. Yeah, you do have to defend this here. He's not going to be detained from this spot. Here's it. Zekken not adjusting for that angle. Not even expecting it here. Now they have to worry about this crossfire setup, but GenG's halved already. Onto that defuse. Sassy responds with the fire, but here he does not know. Finally, shock dart fired. Sassy tapping, forcing out wide again. Lakia! He's playing inside the smoke. He dominates it. Tends to be playing this one before, but with the Odin spam at least potentially evened out, but not quite. Lakia straight there in the fight. Side by side. Advantage now for GenG.
A massive advantage with John Cutie falling. That's all of that Killjoy utility over towards B that's disabled. Sen are going to have to make a proactive call here. They can't just wait this out.
GenG are just doing the exact same, waiting, hoping to catch that proactive call. It's a great read. Celsius might just walk and wade right into it. The crossfire of a century, and look at that, the call to 3-2-1, peek it down, tap, 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 second! Right back at you. He's got plenty more to deal with now.
Yeah,
he wants to make a go of it.
He's got two, but might be too little, too late. He has read this, though. He might be able to get into spawn at the right timing to cut this off and get another for free.
Doesn't break the knife, actually, yes, and he's got the dash back online.
You just don't think logs here, though. You just never think about that.
Don't expect it. It's going to have to be reactions and adjustment potentially there. Still close to the corner. Jiggling from Lack. Standing side by side here, but again, the weaponry just not ideal for the job. Now, Texture feeling it necessary to really clear through a lot of that. Hello, Caron spotted and an upgrade here for the anchoring players. Again, close, tuck to Dice, but there's no trade and no swings. The anchoring players out back here with the Sheriff. GenG, but not expecting it. Away with the Bucky! Gaming! No! Can't land the shots. Damage done to it. 10 set up. It's a 1v1. That's such an important one at that. The money was dire. 10s. 6 bullets accounted for! Almost gone down potentially there with the damage down, and out of here with the drone. Everybody lit up, but a shot goes wide and just goes a miss. Second though, he's still alive in the fight here, but a TP into the back of the site now. There is that danger facing, but cancelled. Only 30 seconds left. What is the call to be made? The reposition backing away. Hunter's Fury. And Lack is hoping to set this one up for the rest of the team. They're calling to pivot. They're going to A. 20 seconds indecisive.
They're going back to B.
Running back to B. Can't be making plays like this, man, but maybe just getting hectic in those final moments. TP engaged. Meteor! He's lurked his way in. Damage done, and another kill found. It's all being added up. Right click. Kills here. Needs to stick in. Right click. Gamble incorrect.
Oh, the body block!
Oh my god.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Celsius 1v2, 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 rushing it. What is the call from the rest of them? A flash play into the back here, but they're just waiting for the right time to strike, potentially, but now jumping right, leaping into his face, and there it is from GenG, calling their bluff. They want to fight it. The front section of that site of Paranoia is good, and it blinds them all up. 3 players tucked to the site now for Sentinels, and they still don't have that plant down.
I feel like as soon as Celsius goes for it, GenG are going to explode, and he thinks the same.
A dink, stray damage. It could come down to anything. A few stray shots now. Paranoia flying forward. Still no spike being planted. One-way smoke.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Caron? Has he got a pixel? No, not quite.
No, not quite at all, but waiting for it. Now the knife. Takes away the abilities, takes away the threat of this one, and as the turret's getting broken, they swing right into it, GenG. Surely not. They're doing it again.
It's not particularly going to be helpful. At least not in the short term, I should say.
Yeah, now they're going to be hoping for a bit of a plan here, but a Paranoia is sent flying, TP forwards, lighting him up. Caron, 20 HP surviving, strenuous in the approach, but look at that, just a collapse. Turret broken. John, still in the lineup here.
He almost got caught, didn't he?
Almost got caught, but look at it. I mean, the dash still active, Texture. You can smell it, blood in the water.
That's the same pace and anticipation problem that I was noticing before. GenG are quite a bit faster than Sen expect.
Burst used to just try and cross Sentinels now. Scurrying away, trying to take control of A, but then there's a Paranoia. Goes flying, actually missing onto Sassy. No clear connection, but he still maintains control of A main control.
Yeah, 10's caught. Sassy dropped as well. This is looking like a monstrous bonus.
I mean, is it? Unshaken against it. Flash repeak. Caron knows to respect that one. He's going to be using the TP just to get the hell out of there. And a call is made again from GenG. All stacked up.
Yeah, look at them. I mean, Meteor is already starting to rotate away from B. I'm so confident this is going to be an A exec.
Well, the util expended here, though, with the dart fading away. Caron shuts that down, doesn't he? Tens forward with the Sheriff, but again, not too much you can do, not without the rifles.
One enemy remaining.
Sassy weakened down up the wall, but no kill collected. John QT.
What a play.
Meteor cosplay in effect. This guy has found the gaps and more. And another one to the collection. Sight opened up right when the team needed it.
That's incredible. What a read by John. Getting himself tucked into logs because Meteor went down early and that was open to them. Huge play. Not exactly running a fake, but just challenging GenG for the map control and beating them. I don't think Tens is going to survive this interaction. But
oh, yes! One back and away, but GenG, they're out of there.
It's only John in an aggressive position in the post plant right now, and Sassy's miles away, doesn't have that ult to work with.
Doesn't indeed.
He's not going to have shock dart lineups from there, so he needs to find some way of having impact.
Start clearing the paranoia here. Still close quarters enough. It has revealed, and they have cleaned him up. With John down, finally a kill found. Second. Not going to be blinded up by that one, but still emanating out with waves of the suppression. He's dropped to his knees. Meteor, last one left, unless he can get Munchkin back alive. A tap. Fading out the spray here. 3 players left out in the... As the nade ready here, as time runs short, John QT, hello. Flash forwards on top of it here, backing away, will get cleaned up eventually. The air is sprayed down. Fragment, nade, texture, and Munchkin all combined. And they have shut down his approach.
Tens with ultimate, it's going to try to get into the B site and get the plant down.
Yeah, it's an open site for him, still rapid.
Sassy get there?
Approach, Sassy, he's picked them apart. Texture onto that rotation, but he is alone now. Tens is going to do a hell of a job to try and hold on to this one. Caron sticking, no way, up onto it, just gets that information. Now 2 players assaulting the position slowly, surely.
Sassy's so far away.
He needs so much here. Sassy is miles away. Reinforcements are lacking. Makia seeking to disjoint it. That dart, it was fantastic though. Still playing inside the smoke. Lakia shuts it down, but time has been bought. A tap, Sassy. Does he think it's open to the fuse? Spamming away. Counter spam from Munchkin, sticking from Lakia. Full. Destroyed, but they're trying to fake A presence, perhaps. I mean, the spike is in the middle of nowhere. Certainly they are fast. It was Zekin. He's rapid on the uptake. Texture, even more so. And the Hunter's Fury to punish. Alarmbot chasing them into the top section of mid. That's Tens. He's got to try and get some value in. He's got to try and get some kills.
The lockdown.
It's really just absolutely brutalized them, slowed them to a crawl. They can't break it. They have to fight it. Tens here onto the angle. Again, they're swarming into the position, and behind them, Texture rips them to shreds, rips them to pieces.
Has to stick.
And there's no chances, not anymore. Through drone. Forwards here, just showcasing. Oh, doesn't break it in time, so it actually spots both players, and they're already up through mid as well. Paranoia misses, Texture. Clean shot, rips it away, and this. Dreams being dashed. Out and away, John QT, maybe a chance. Turn with the 1 kill, but it's still a player disadvantage, and they don't know where the rest of them are. Into the corner, hello, finding Lakia. 3 versus 3, Munchkin going, walkabout. Celsius dropped dead to rights, 2v2, still Spike in the open. And a control gained and gathered. Munchkin follows through with the fire. Doubled up now, understanding the win con. Smoke to block it off. It's all on Sassy.
They know he's not close. Caron is actually looking the
left.
other way too. They've split up to form 2 1v1s. Could Sassy be given anything? He just doesn't expect them coming from spawn.
No, there's no way you expect this, and this could be it. This should be it. The map done.
In that area.
Second gets off the line for just a moment, and now he's going to be faced with an absolute onslaught. They rush his position in still, walks away with 2. Return of the fire. Sen not leaving anything to chance. They want to try and funnel and rotate everybody towards them, but yet still GenG have played right into their hands.
1 enemy remaining.
There's no health.
Low on health indeed. Meteor forced to scatter and back away. I mean, we are talking about the opening 35 seconds here. And now grouped up side by side, looking to put a pistol round on the board.
Senna getting antsy here, though.
John QT out wide, Tens, wide face! Spotting out the tippy toes.
And this is a very classic position for John's cam. GenG are going to know that. They break it. Zekin's the only player here. He's got to get safe before the wall goes down. And Munchkin, almost getting caught in mid, will die to Tens.
I might be looking to swarm here, just a wide face and peek. John is under attack, and finally he's going to have some reinforcements just allowed into the side here, but everybody survives. Texture spotted. Nade as well, he's stunned up entirely here. Sassy so fast of it. Second combining with that approach here out wide. Munchkin seeking to at least relieve that pressure and damage and offset that disadvantage. Still locked down onto the pillar angle. They wait a pause, but now the paranoia allows him to play it a little bit deeper here. Smoke now, propped up.
Second is one, he's got to be healed.
He's going to top back up to a bit more health still. Got to think GenG, it all comes down to the way these fights get taken. Zekken from the side. Temple taken out of Charon inside the cage, dominating but cleaned up. Munchkin in the back, 1v1! No bullets, no chance! Munchkin with the...
A 1-1-3.
Pause, and now they make the play here with the paranoid just a little bit too delayed. Rocket up and over, up trap saves him, but not from the bullets. You're falling, damage done to Texture. Nade nowhere closer, he will survive, and Lakia is in mid.
Yeah, look at this awesome response from Lakia, realizing that Sen have overcommitted to the A ramp fight. He takes all of this space.
He tells us he's not going to be expecting this, not going to be expecting this, but still lands it. What?
The cam is gonna spot them.
30 seconds left.
Just about. Snakebite though.
Yeah, look at this. They're looking to try to take the fight towards stairs while Munchkin plants.
Has got a plan. He was trying to pit. Goes down entirely here. The trades online now for Sentinels. Obliterating any chance here for Charon to even stand toe to toe. He'd have to hit those. Has much danger, but you never know. Ollie's flying overhead here. Quickly into the approach here. There was a paranoia, and there's pillars close to it. Players getting beamed down and ran down. Showstopper rocket out wide. With Zelta's falling, John QT left scrambling. He's trying to pick up these pieces. Pit collected and corralled now. It's only up to him in a 1v1 second. Over towards that B site, but now a fight into the spawn. Texture spamming the appropriate angles. It's running and cutting at play, at work. That's purely just off of a read. Maybe even just a sound cue.
Yeah, great read though. And now Texture looking like he wants to get put into the smoke, or at least avoiding this flash.
Texture's going to get valued. They're not going to clear him out as well. They topple and fall and they collapse. And there are anchoring players. Zekken here. Oh my goodness, almost claiming that one. It was a dink. Drops him down to 10 HP. Meteor falling to the nade. Zekken still alive.
Where's the win condition here? How did they get this?
Unlikely. It just looks so damn unlikely. Texture forward in his approach again, but there's no setup ready for it. Just satchels to his doom and defeat. Everybody picked apart. Spike dropped down. No kill onto Charon. To get this plant down, maybe potentially 10. Push. Just, yeah, pushing engine. And you're right, there is going to be that showstopper ready and waiting. He just looks for the right time to strike, and that appears to be now. Rebounding across the wall, Lakia finish, gap into the wall, maybe a chance for Meteor, but the knives just go amiss, all ran out, and so do the chances really. Attempt to try and take this space still.
Love that smoke from Tens as well. Not something that they were previously doing, choosing to fight A ramp, but now just making sure GenG have no opportunities to take this fight, and if they do, Sen tripled up, looking to drop the wall and take the fight on their terms. They missed the paranoia!
There's the paranoia! Texture and Meteor! They combine their might, and Sentinels, no chance! Let's try and play around these smokes here, but with the wires taken out, he's pitting. Pitting early preemptive. Paranoia will not connect there. Where will the rocket go though? That is the question. And fires it straight into Celsius. He's dropped, and with that the pit. It's an open side out, open still. Looks like a chance to take this fight, but they're not anticipating it. Meteor already up onto the high ground position, but Sentinels not messing around. A rapid approach and a rapid retake of this one, but they are being cleaned up entirely as Charon is just plucking them apart.
Munchkin ready to stop anybody going through A heaven, but the players on site had already done his job for him.
Second.
Tries to make...
Not eager to take that fight, instead doubling up. It looks like potential high-low setup. Yeah, it is indeed, with him playing up onto heaven. Satchel forwards, cuts up the angle, flash repick, no, not through main! Adjustment necessary, and Second comes up with the goods and more! Available for him to just try and get out of the dodge. Everybody grouped up.
The trip will give him the timing here to potentially make the play.
There it is, flash through, TP pass, broken, backs to the wall, backs to him entirely, no way! The movement, the twists and turns, looking like ballerinas out in mid.
Zekken goes from high to low, but Sassy's here, potentially as the safety net to clean it all up.
Might be your time to strike, son. Step up to the line and really reward the rest of your team. as two topple and fall. Texture soon after, and the movement. Smoke's now up with the paranoia through, and it's a call made to flood right back into it. The rocket damage done, but already Texture right behind, snaps back second. Shuts down the adversary, shuts down the nemesis. But does he anticipate this? Yes, he does! Movement sublime! Few shots flying, nade rebounding, but not expecting Meteor here with the damage. Done! Kills collected. All on top, and it's all added up as well for that gen.g advantage still. There are players low. What's the thought process here? Flash. Acknowledgement now, at least, that there's going to be players behind him, but Sassy feeling no real pressure, but now he's got to hear it. Jumping down into vents, they are just forcing the position and forcing the fight straight to them. Surely not favored into this one. 3v2, damage! And down, drop down to the players here. Single shot will do it, Texture! Survives, Spike. It's still in the hands of Sassy here, but he's got so much more to do. And does he hear the drop down? He does not!
Certainly Meteor has not given up the confidence.
No. That's back immediately here in the jump spot. Zelz is not seeing too much there. Ends up getting punished. Meteor, real chance for him to feast. It's going to be met though with a few shotgun pellets. Munchkin, really nice idea there and awareness. Knowing that could be a possibility. It's all being shut down, all being locked down.
Clean from gen.g, very clean. Zekken just trying to get the orb online, and he does. He runs away with it. Call that a silver lining, yeah. They're going to get caught here.
Covering fire, you're right. They are getting caught in all sorts of positions with Charon falling, Zekken creeping and crawling. Whoa! Texture though, back at it again. It's not quite enough still. It's an overwhelming advantage now for Sentinels.
Exactly where you are.
I'm watching for this again. Texture caught. So much value out of this position over towards vents. Again, feels like a hard read from Sentinels to me. Baiting them into...
And wondering where the hell these players have gone to. Ten's almost going down there, out to the open. Meteor left to anchor now on his position. He's being assaulted and swarmed. Paranoia is good. Shot missed. Going stray, still locks it down onto this angle, but look at it, they've just absolutely overpowered them.
Really beautiful attack side from Sen.
So, covering the retreat, but at the same time, John QT here, anticipating every single play. Getting two, there's a job well done. Karen did return that fire, but Munchkin pushed back and away. Snakebite vulnerable. Boombot in his face, barely dealt with. Still alive and kicking the Meteor. Rapid on the approach, rapid on the uptake.
They didn't help Zekken. Zekken got into sight, and they were scared. Scared of the Buckies, scared of the Snakebites coming down. Something caused a hesitation in Sen here, and it's a 3v3. Still with knives on the other side.
Fear might cost you if you are Sentinels, Karen. Touch close, not quite concealed, only good for the one. There's that instant trade. The Meteor's way ahead of you. Look at this guy, already taking a position forward and tucked underneath. He's picked up a rifle, and this could be the playmaker. Real time, watching it play out. It's like a car crash in slow motion, but a tucked plant, not anticipating it, labored in that 1v1, oh, 1v2, Sassy! Texture not even worried about it. His team's gonna be calling for it. He wins the fight out. Munchkin taking that one alone, but already it's Texture sees the advantage, and now that close position, tucked to the corner, punishing the orb pick. Himself is wondering, how the hell did he get there? Two players to stand, but turning it down, and Meteor turning up the bloody heat. All up to John.
Again, another Sen player in a 1v2 to end this situation. Not favored, 25 seconds, doesn't know where Meteor is.
Turns attention towards it, barely enough time. So John's got a hell of a task ahead of him now. Doesn't know where the players are. Left to take some gambles, Zakia, what the hell was that peak?
That's an unbelievable shot though from John.
Absolutely. Brought it to the 1v1, 8 bullets left in the clip. Smoke, could be trouble.
Yeah, but they've got the Cypher on.
They
do. See that he's got that weapon. They want no piece of that smoke.
Now a maneuver all the way over. Lakia out wide, trying to anchor this position. Follow through with the kills, and they do trade out those available plays, but Charon TP'd in the fight, in the mix, inside the smoke, trying to dominate this one, but he only has the judge. What can one man do? Not enough. Hit. Lay it down for Sentinels. They're not leaving this one to chance. They need to clean it up now. Munchkin, the IGL. Does he anticipate Zekken's forward position in a way, but are they going to be aware that there's this many players?
No reaction from Sen. They're not trying to take space elsewhere.
No. Holding the ground, ensnared onto the site. Now from that high ground position, spam through, but Ten's not being baited with this one. Texture, how has he got that? Opened it up onto Zelz's rocket, rebounds into the bag, kills, collected, and there's a 1v2 out of nowhere! GenG up to 10. But maybe, just maybe you can find this kill. Celsius! How's he getting away with it again?
But
the movement!
They can't use that. It does pull the GenG players away slightly, but as soon as the plant goes down, GenG are going to know that they have to focus on B, and Zels is going to get rooted out here.
Not again.
No!
Not again! No way! The 3 versus 3.
30 seconds.
Discipline, the diligence, paranoia sweeps through. Now to Seekers over the top with the flash, trying to hold his ground. Sassy does not go down. Pillar though, played up, double up, guns need to be out, and AI in play. Finally, Lakia. A 1v2 finds the first. Next one up.
Post plants look good as well, honestly.
They do.
They've also planted so that Tens could get one and then ult away to heaven.
Possibilities now for Sen. Twist and turn and find themselves up to 12 here. Paranoia's exchanged. Okay, the nade just dodged the bow with the TP. Engage. Texture. Matters into his own hands. He's just blitzed his way onto the site now, out through the back of it. Neurofem. Maybe some false information, but they are looking everywhere now. Smoke. Drop down. Texture. Sticking. Half. Denied. Meteor. Off angle. Loses his fight out.
Against the high-low there, it's very difficult to get anything done.
Will this be the domino effect
But
here?
look, it's a fake
instant reaction. Yeah, it's a fake Charon. He commits to TP to try and reinforce that A side, but it's all for naught. Texture, the lone player to stand against it. The onslaught sweeping him through all the bounds, and the Stinger's just not good for it, at least for that. Paranoia though, has to be a follow-up and it has to be a clean-up, and there is there on time. Texture dropped in the process now with 30 seconds left. Take a pause in the round and take a breather because Sentinels realize it. The chance now to extend that play in the series, to take it all the way to Icebox. A tap forces it out. The first wave of the util. All the flashes flying through, and so do the bullets. Lakia, a lot to overcome, a lot to do. Late lurk, Celsius seeming like he might be aware of it. Drifting back and forth. What a shot straight to the cranium. Sassy defusing is already on half. Sassy defusing. Wingman, hello, already on the half, but it might have just brought them that critical, crucial lifeline. Munchkin from the side. An attack from second is that uncertainty, but he's defended in time by John QT. Forwards now into the angle. Zelsis retreating and away with the turret. Is covering that angle there with Munchkin caught out into the open. Still a plant down for GenG. Can't be too much more behind this. They are dropping and toppling.
Very diligent play by Sentinels, making sure that they deal with the lurk, but not diligent. Not clearing the corner.
Speak of the devil, man. Texture makes a good go of it.
I don't see how Karen wins this though in a 1v3.
With a fragment nade, forces him out.
Not possible.
Open to drop as he's exchanging the handshake there in the air. The shots are fired off here, but the plant's still down now for GenG. Getting into the post plant. Again, that weaponry isn't good, but util is. Look at that. It's a coordinated effort. An absolutely filthy spray transfer. As Lakia Texture with the wingman forwards. Entertainment not online, and they are really trying to flood in and through. But GenG on the high ground positions on high, tying the top of them over. Celsius, the difference maker. Right when his team needed it. 2 versus 2, and guess what? Spike dropped down, top nest.
Wingman delivered that one like a juicy little delivery.
Oh, speaking of deliveries, Sassy out wide, but Celsius again. It would have to be the ace, and it's shut down. Be close to the corner, swinging out, only gets the body shot, so 100 damage done, and already Texture gained all that ground, scaled rapidly on the approach. Looking to pick apart this Sentinels players that are left standing.
And this top 4-10 position is one where GenG were able to get value in the previous round.
It's broken. Just creeping right into it.
Yeah, and by the way, throughout all of this, Karen has just walked up B into Snowman and is calling for his team, listen, you don't need to take the risk. Not just applying crazy pressure over towards A.
But still tense. He's in that top position with the operator still into half clearance, and punishment in place.
Beautiful adaptation from Sen, deciding to take the fight to GenG. They know that the classic GenG exec starts from pipes control. And so Tens is already up there, using Zekken as a distraction, essentially. Spotted, plant, now 1v3.
Sounds into this one here, but it's Munchkin who he needs to seek out the weaknesses, really. Will Sen give him any? Doubled up, shoulder to shoulders, an updraft peak here from Zekken, so he's just clearing all the potential possible spots, but there is that blind spot, Munchkin eventually Oh, he's
Lineups.
out deep.
Here it comes.
Spotted lineups.
Oh, missed!
Against the wall here. Moshpit has to be committed. Will it break it?
No, because it needs the fragment as well.
So the additional util just doesn't add up. It was all missed in time. Tens forwards here. There is entertainment. Fragment nade. Does he expect it? No, he does not. Meteor again taking matters into his own hands, and he's snuck himself up into that forward position, but finally dealt with. Shut down. Lakia cannot withstand it. This pressure is just immense.
Only get a peek if you decide to invest the Thrash.
Oh my god, the knife, no way! He just disrespects it, and second is out of there on top of the ropes. He does not want to be hunted down and away, but there's that entertainment. Where's the help? Dash through, Tens is there! Finally, support arriving, but Lakia cleaning up that pesky player close towards yellow.
But Sassy's done enough, just by staying in an open area where the rest of his team could cover him.
Spotted in the window. Perhaps
Yeah, by the turret.
Yep.
Great turret position there. Utilizing the new window that got carved out of Tube.
Real read here for Sentinels. But again, have to maintain these advantages when they are handed to you, and if you lose that fight into mid, suddenly 3 versus 3. Have a peek of things here. Out, open, timing against him. Second, he loses his fight, and just like that, it's turned.
Absolutely brutal for Sen. Great punishment on these peaks by GenG.
Reaction test here for Zelsis. He doesn't even need it. Blind as a bat, but he still sprays him down, but he can't follow through with the second kill. 1 versus 2. Knife out on QT. Not. Our fight taken straight to them here. Opting into the scrap. Zekken, there's no way you dash into that angle, and he is punished.
Wow, what a flash from Munchkin. Just bleached the eyeballs of Zekken, and Tens looking to try to take the fight.
The dizzy didn't get broken in time. No way!
What a wall bang!
Right through the wall. And Tens still not going to be removed from this spot. He just sees it, head poking over, but now has to respect it. Players all around him. Sassy, your turn to strike back if you can. While the iron is hot, and hot it is! It seems like there's some hesitation. How do they want to try and fight towards this one? It looks like now the plan being committed. Still with that pit here, with the ults all the way through now. Thrash to set it up, and it has cleared the way through. No! Timing! Timing! Charon! An absolute menace! And a 1v2, Sassy. So much to do. Mosh. Rebounds, Pit still alive and active, but it finally fades, and look at it. It's hectic, it's frantic, he's looking this way and that way. Wingman, dodging that one with entertainment. The Thrash not getting anything, and the decay damage, there it is. Putting in work with Celsius leading that charge still.
The spike, it went down. Wingman able to plant it in the midst of all of this. But this Pit, it's not a post-plant play. It's for Sen to go for the retake.
And they got all that space, still have to clear through this one. Charon has a snake bite, at least one with the tap, and now they're flooding through onto the side. That left hand flash! Magnificent! Munchkin to deliver, and he's got to stand and do it now. The tap, forcing out the bullets, no more left in the chamber. Plenty of angles to adjust and choose from, but they are walking right into the one that matters most. Dash online, backs away, Sassy close now. In their faces, willing to take the fight straight to them with only 25 seconds left as the final round of the first half. And an important one at that, Wingman broken. That's the confirmation. GenG have to follow through with the weaponry and the guns, and they're finding their own place, but it's only down to 1. Texture, Soul Survivor breaks it down. Munchkin late to the party and jumping around the It's already in the fray, through the back of the side here, broken down. Plant out in the open, but behind the box. Second finds his mark. Precision being the name of the game, but GenG not willing to give up even a scrap of territory. No map control. And no gain really for them. GenG takes to, oh my goodness, 2. But eventually brought down. 3 versus 3, and the spike's still not retrievable.
It's a spike position.
30 seconds left.
They keep getting tucked behind this box over and over. Karen, though, he took so much damage earlier on, they could just spam him out.
20 seconds roughly in the round. It all comes down to this for Sen, and a pistol round. 1 to stand. 1, 2, fall! Differences affecting so much more.
Where you going, mate? Where are you
going? Stinger from that range.
All right.
Sen's getting away with all sorts of murder. It's a massacre in front of the back of the site, but he gives up his life in the end.
I can't believe he took that decision, but I think that shows you the confidence on play. Sen setting up for the aggressive post plants. GenG's composition can be very potent when you allow them to get into retake scenarios, and Sen are clearly planning to play forwards even when this turns into rifle rounds. Saw the knife whistle past him and realized an opening
talked about.
They've got to push forwards.
Push forwards, and that's why Tennis is there. Underhanded, flash through, takes it. The fight straight to into Meteor, on top of bridge. GenG though, surely the guns prevail. It's 1 versus 2. There is that value. Rifle upgrade. Celsius here. Is it even planted for it? I'm not even sure. Tucked to the corner here. They know where he is. Wingman sets its sight onto it. Lakia half on the defuse and even more. No kills to be claimed, no kills to be collected. GenG narrowly avoiding him. But he's here, so Assassin's going to be able to get that plan down. So again, into the post-plan situation we go. GenG going to be tested now on their retakes.
GenG are looking for the lurker, coming around throughout mid. There isn't one.
Yeah, just trying to clear it out.
Sassy can play so far back and just work off his thrash. Does Munchkin have some kind of knife to be able to deny this?
Mosh pit, flash, through and out second. How the hell is he alive there? Thrash now finally being used, but it's offloaded all the mollies as well. Thrash broken, Media, wide texture. Trying to claim another one here, being dropped down to 10 HP. 10, surely he falls, surely they go down. Half, out, Munchkin. Has he bought enough time? He's got too many targets to deal with. Too much indeed. A flash and Molly is going to go flying. And there it is. Dizzy. It's been broken, not quite, just sailed right over, but a bit of miscommunication out here. Texture, the knife's at play, the knife's at work, and he's going to try and slice and dice to victory. GenG finding that footwork and the ground gained and granted to them. 2 versus 2, a weapon, at least with the upgrade. Meteor is going to be holding this one, he's going to be defusing this one, but already the wall fades and topples away. Half needs to be earned, and he does get it, but time against him entirely. Dash just collides right into the collision of 410. There needs to be the adjustment, it's not there! An inevitability. Texture in a 1v3.
He's got to try to hold on to the last shreds of hope in his heart. But it must be feeling heavy. He knows that this is Sen likely to get up to 12.
Look at the triangle they formed as well, crossfire setups. It would have to be the play of his career, and he knows it's not possible. Clears through, that's entertainment! Takes a drops down, but he's fallen prey to it. Hunted down. Up to Lakia. He's called for the reinforcements, but this is it. It's a brutal scenario. They're picked to pieces. Thread unraveled. Sentinels can feel it.
The ult even forced out a Meteor here to try to keep the Horde back. But they're in a 3v5. There's nobody on A. Where's the win condition? It just looks like Sen are going to have a free ticket to A. Zekin's going to make a play down mid, and it gets cancelled. Why would you even bother taking the risk?
Play it together. Thrash, second round. To clear the way through. It's Munchkin standing his ground. Knife just a little bit too late here. They can feel it now. Pressure mounting. GenG stacking, but they will topple. They will fall. The rifles are too good. 1,000 days and counting. Sentinels maintaining their relevancy.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
The last time they were at an international event, last time they earned any sort of accolades.
Toxins going up.
And Caron, from rank to rookie to tier 1 play, left to stew. Pacific's hopes and dreams laid on his shoulders. GenG's hopes and dreams laid on his shoulders. But how much can one man do? First one found, second one not there. It's over. Sen City, here to play, here to stay. And history has been made.
Sentinels organization leapt to stardom, became a household name because of the win that they got in that first ever Masters event. They have struggled, they've been clowned on, last year was devastated, but this group of players has done it. They put Sentinels back on top.
Madrid will forever be known as the second coming of Sentinels.
They did it the hardest way possible. They played every match in the offseason, grinded since October. Every possible game in Americas. They went the long road here in Madrid and all 5 maps in the finals. After over 3 years, Sentinels joins the very few to have 2 international trophies in Valorant.
An
unreal run from an unreal team. Guys who joined in a unified vision to bring a trophy to the fans of Sen City, to the organization that has stood by this game from the very beginning. And for them to do it in the way that they have done it, taking the hard road, Mimi, this right here is something that, oh boy, it's a special moment for sure.
And you see Tenz on that stage. He's been there since the beginning, since that first trophy lift.